up, guys? My name is Alex, and welcome to another Wynonna Earp theory video. Today, I'm going to be talking about my theories so far, one episode into season 3. Now, I do want to say right off the bat, if you guys don't want any potential spoilers for season 3, possibly don't watch this. Although they are theories, which does mean they're not, like, confirmed or, you know, they're just my thoughts on what's going to happen. Although they're not confirmed or anything like that, some may potentially come true. They might not. But if they do come true, it could be potential spoilers for you. So let's get into my thoughts. If you guys have watched my Wynonna Earp live stream, we talked a bit about theories. I gave you guys a little bit of a glimpse into what's been going on. I have been spending days leading up to the premiere trying to formulate theories on what we've learned from trailers and such. And then I've spent the last few days after the premiere trying to put together my sort of theories before the premiere and then like connecting them to what we know going into the first episode of Wynonna Earp season 3. There's a lot to put together, so I'm going to try and make this as cohesive as possible. So let's get into this. So leading up to the premiere, in these yarn stories, there was a lot of mentions of woods, of forests, of trees, specifically like dying trees, specifically kind of like haunted forests. These trees were whispering to people. It was just eerie stuff. So going into season 3, I was like, okay, potentially trees are going to be playing a role in this season of Wynonna Earp, whatever that means. And then in episode 1, we saw Bulshar put what potentially looked like a seed or like a nut, like a tree nut or seed, into that vampire's mouth, and he chewed down on it. It could not be like a tree, seed or nut or whatever, but that was just like sort of my initial thoughts. That's what it sort of looked like to me. And so I was like, okay, here's another reference to trees. Clearly these trees aren't good. They're a little bit evil, I would say, considering Bulshar seems to be controlling them, potentially being able to grow them himself. We've also seen trees / branches in the trailers leading into Wynonna Earp as well. First time we saw them was in like the original big official trailer for season 3. We see Wynonna Earp sort of like caught up in all these branches and trees and Waverly's trying to get her out. I didn't really think too much of it because I was like, oh, maybe someone's put her there instead of like the tree is trying to kill her. But then Space released a brand new trailer. I saw it on their Twitter. I don't know if they've released it anywhere else, but yesterday I think it was, they released a trailer and we get another glimpse of a tree. This time the tree seems to be moving and it seems to be hurting / maybe killing the character that Zoe Palmer is going to be playing. So then I got looking into man-eating trees, and I think I have a theory of what we're up against. So there is a myth of a man-eating tree that sort of originates in Africa and South America. It's called the Yativio, which translates to I see you already. So from some of the reports, this tree says to have a short, thick trunk and long tendril-like appendages which are used to catch prey. The branches that we see, like sort of trapping the character that Zoe's playing, seems to be very like thin, like tendril-looking branches. This next part is really important though, because this is kind of what's convinced me that this is the tree we're dealing with. Some even claim it has an eye to locate its prey with. You're probably wondering why I think that is such an important detail, because when have we seen one of these trees have an eye? In fact, we have seen a tree with an eye in it, watching, sort of looking for its prey. We've seen it in the first episode of Wynonna Earp, and we're going to see it in the rest of the season because it's actually in the opening credits of Wynonna Earp. This old picture right here, it looks like of a dead tree, but if you look closely, there is an eye in it. So I never thought I would say this, but trees are terrifying me right now. So let's continue on with this theory. So far, what I'm theorizing is Bulshar has the ability to control / potentially grow this man-eating tree called the Yativio. My next theory is also in regards to this, and it's that the cult of Bulshar is actually the Black Badge division. So hang with me for a second while I explain my theory for this. There are lots of different things that I think we all found sus about the Black Badge division. who are they, right? They just randomly disappear in season 2. And when they do disappear, Moody says that they were never actually a government agency. So again, who are they? Second, in the beginning of season 2, to join the Black Badge Division, they have to sign in blood. That seems a bit culty. They also seem to collect supernatural, paranormal beings, and not just to like eradicate them or to destroy them. They collect them for their own purposes, and they even create them. We don't know much about Dolls or Eliza that we met in season 2, episode 1. She died in that episode, but we don't really know much about them and how they came to be. We just know that the BBD has created them, so potentially they were human before joining the Black Badge Division, and the Black Badge Division has created them into these monsters. We also know Jeremy is a little bit supernatural. By the season finale of season 2, he mentions that, you know, he knows things. He tells Doc he needs to go to, you know, his daughter, and he asks, how do you know this? And Jeremy was like, remember I told you I was in an accident. The Black Badge Division didn't recruit me for my excellent Seinfeld impressions. So he's supernatural in some way as well. They also had the Black Widows. They had the Black Widows in their custody. They didn't have them locked up. They were just out, which allowed them to accidentally be released, right? But the fact that they didn't have them locked up securely, like all their other sort of supernatural beings that they were doing experiments with, they had them locked up pretty securely. But the Black Widows, who are like terrifying, they were just in a storage room. Now, potentially they didn't know what they were and they didn't know how evil they were. But it's the Black Badge Division. They seem to know everything, right? The fact that they didn't know that they had in possession the Black Widows and the evil they possess seems a little unlikely. Now, I know the Black Badge Division was originally created by Theodore Roosevelt, and it was Wynonna Earp, was it? He was in charge of it at one point. I believe it started with good intentions, but I think somewhere along the way it got corrupted. I don't think everyone at the Black Badge Division knows that it's evil, that it is the cult of Bulshar. I think possibly just the higher-ups know, and they're just controlling this group to do its will without anyone knowing. Now, how does this connect back to trees, you ask? It does, in fact, and it goes back to season 1. So back in season 1, episode 10, when we first sort of meet Willa, Dolls and Wynonna are out in the forest searching, right? We get 2 particular clues in regards to trees and the Black Badge Division in this episode when they're in the woods. Dolls mentioned he has hylophobia, which is an intense fear of forests or woods. We go on to learn that he's lost people once among the trees. So potentially he has seen the Yativio. Maybe he's seen people be turned into them. Maybe he's seen this tree eat his co-workers, I don't know. But he has an intense fear of the woods, and potentially it's been triggered by something he's seen at the Black Badge Division. So I guess that then leads us on to the cult of Bulshar and how Nicole is connected, because it seems Nicole's storyline is connected with the cult of Bulshar, and this is getting me a little worried. I really don't have too many theories on Nicole and her connection to the cult of Bulshar right now. I feel like I need to know a little bit more. There's so much we don't know about Nicole, and that's stunting my theories. What we do know is these massacres of the cult of Bulshar have been happening in the Ghost River Triangle. So if she thinks that she's a survivor of one of these massacres, then she's potentially been in the Ghost River Triangle before and she doesn't remember it. I guess the big question right now is, how did she survive the massacre if she is a survivor? Was she saved by someone, or does she potentially have supernatural powers of her own that allowed her to survive that massacre? These are the big questions running through my mind right now that I'm very excited to try and figure out. But I would love to know your thoughts on this theory so far in the comment section below. Also wondering if you have your own theories, let me know in the comment section below. I'm very excited to see episode 2 tomorrow. Yeah, it's man, this season I'm already so invested. I have spent so long on Wynonna Earp already, and I love this show so much. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I've got a lump on my lip. I don't know if you can see it at all. I've got a lump on my lip because, no joke, last night I dropped my phone on my face while I was in bed researching Wynonna Earp theories. So yeah. But yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. Also hit the bell. I'm so excited to get into the season of Wynonna Earp. I was so excited. But yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye.